we're solving this inequality. It's a cubic inequality, and when we do this, the easiest way to do it is with a calculator, graphing calculator, but your teacher doesn't want you to do that, so instead you're going to have to factor. Fortunately, this factors nicely because I can see that I'm going to be able to group those together. So if I group them that way, the first thing we'll group into x squared will come out, and you'll get an x plus 3 left over. And then the second group, negative 25, will come out, and you'll get an x plus 3 left over. And now I can factor that x plus 3 out of both of those. X plus 3 comes out, x squared minus 25 stays in. And that's even nicer because now I see that that factors into x plus 5 and x minus 5. So now if I'm trying to find when that's greater than 0, I make my number line and I find my zeros. My zeros are going to be negative 3, negative 5, and positive 5. So all I need to do is find values between those and see if those values are positive or negative. So let's pick some test points out. This first region right here, I can pick a test point over here of negative 6. And when I plug in negative 6 to each of these things for x, all I need to do is to find the sign. So that's going to be a negative times a negative times a negative, and a negative times a negative times a negative is a negative. So this region is negative right here. For the next region, I'm going to pick a negative 4 is the easiest point to find. When I pick negative 4 and I plug negative 4 in, so for x for all of those places, negative 4, negative 4, negative 4, I get a negative times a positive times a negative, which sums out to a positive. So in that region it's plus, it's above the x-axis. The next region I'm going to check is between negative 3 and 5, and for that I will pick 0 as my 0, just be the easiest thing to do. Plugging 0 in, I get a positive times a positive times a negative, which is negative. And the last region, if I plug in a 6 over here, plugging in a 6 is going to give me a positive times a positive times a positive, which is positive. So the question was, when is it positive? Notice it doesn't say equal to, so I cannot include those values. When is it positive? Well, it's positive from negative 5 to negative 3, and also it is positive from positive 5 to infinity. And that would be your answer.